Donald Trump is secretly spiraling about Lindsey Graham's death and about his own death. Donald Trump was on Fox News today, and look, it was early in the morning, and this Fox host, look at him. He could not believe what he was hearing. Donald Trump has lost his mind. He's spiraling. We're now getting reporting, too, that Donald Trump's worried that Lindsey Graham's fate will be the same as his. He's actually confiding in people that he's really scared that this is all going to end soon. And we're seeing that play out in real time where he's making decisions where you can tell he does not have any care about the impacts on you or me because he's really not sure he's going to be around for a while. Before we get into all that, I just want to say real fast, my uncle is running for a very local office in Tennessee, and he doesn't know I'm doing this, but he is running in a very red district. And you know, I'm all about, this is something I really believe in, that we got to run Democrats anywhere and everywhere. That means at the highest level, at the Senate, in Texas. It also means at the lowest level when it comes to these county positions, that having a Democrat on the seat really is like a small seed that's planted that could bloom into a larger, bluer area, into eventually maybe a blue or at least swingy Tennessee. So he doesn't know I'm doing this, but I do have his Act Blue up here. If you can throw him $10, $5, it makes such a difference. And again, this is a very small, it's called a commissioner seat in a red county called Loudoun County for the Loudoun County Democratic Party campaign PAC you'd be donating to. $5, $10. For these super hyper local campaigns, it makes a huge difference. All right, now let's get into Donald Trump, because he was on Fox News today spiraling, talking about Lindsey Graham, who said this.
I jokingly say, and there's nothing funny about it, but he's never seen a war that he didn't like. He was very much into that, and for good reason. He felt that way. Some other people feel that way, but he was very much very strong on the military, and I built a great military.
Comes back to him, Lindsey. Imagine you're dead, and the thing that anyone has to say about you that's good is, well, he did love killing people, and it turns out that's very true. Now, there's actually footage that leaked of Lindsey Graham in his final moments, just talking about how much he loves war. This is just released footage.
Virtually everything they have has been knocked out now. Their missile count is going way down. Amazingly, they're hitting countries that
Look what we've done here.
I know.
I almost cried.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how long have we been pushing this?
Well, I mean, you've been pushing this for years, right?
Right. It's here. I talked to Trump this morning.
It's literally.
Oh, he's jacked.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I've ever done. He loves blowing stuff up. So, there are a lot of people inside didn't want to do it. So I've had my challenges. But President Trump, when he gets into the zone, he listens, he asks good questions, no tweeting. He has done he hadn't tweeted much at all, no drama. He's been a great wartime president. I said last night that Trump and Bibi are like Roosevelt and Churchill.
Sorry. Rest in peace, bitch. I do love that he's just grading on a curve. He hasn't been tweeting. What is that? Is that how good it's gotten? Wow, the president's not tweeting about the war. Hooray. It's just insane. Now, as we all know, Lindsey Graham is no longer with us. Rest in peace, bitch. But Donald Trump is. Now, what we're learning through some reporting is that Donald Trump is secretly spiraling about Lindsey Graham's death and about his own death. Trump 80 is secretly spiraling about death to insiders. The sudden death of Lindsey Graham at age 71 caused 80-year-old Donald Trump to ponder his own mortality. This isn't the first time this has happened, actually. This man is talking about not getting into heaven.
You had talked a couple weeks ago, you were doing an interview, and you talked about how you hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might help you get into heaven. How does this help? does this help?
I mean, I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven.
It's really funny when he's so self-aware like that. Now, as just to show that this man has been thinking about his mortality for a while, and I guess it's ramped up ever since, as it's reported here, Lindsey Graham, a Trump ally, died on July 11th from natural causes linked to the tearing of an artery, a cardiovascular condition known as aortic dissection. The shocked death of Graham, who showed no obvious signs of ill health and had traveled to and from Ukrainian capital of Kyiv shortly before he died, prompted concern from Trump and forced him to look inwards, sources told the Washington Post. In private conversations within his inner circle, a subdued Trump asked whether Graham's hectic travel schedule could have taken a toll on the senator's health. Trump also began looking into Graham's family history to see if any genetic factors could have explained why the active 71-year-old had died so suddenly. Trump's shock over Graham's death was also evident in the frequent praise he lavished on the Republican. Quote, "He's a tough one to lose. He was great. He was unique in every way. I just can't believe it," he told NBC's Meet the Press. "He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually." And as I showed you that, Donald Trump has been wondering for a long time about whether or not he's going to make it into heaven, and he's thinking about his own mortality. And I don't think that's going to help us. I actually think it's impacting the way that he's making decisions now, because I don't think he has any sense of agency over the decisions he make are going to actually help the country or the world. He's really just thinking about himself now more so than ever. And Donald Trump was on Fox, as I said earlier today, and he was talking about Netanyahu, which I thought was quite interesting.
I don't need Bibi to tell me that. Bibi's telling me that because he wants me to stay involved. I mean, I don't necessarily. We have the finest, because of Space Force, we have the greatest cameras in the world focused on. We know exactly what's going on. But no, I heard Bibi announce that. I said, why don't you just tell it to me? Why do you have to announce it to the world? I know exactly what's going on at Pickaxe. It's not a big problem. We took out their nuclear sites, and we'll have to take out Pickaxe if we don't make a deal. If we don't make a deal, we'll take it out very easily.
Now, Netanyahu's going to the White House today to, I guess, try to convince Trump to stay in the war in Iran. So that's what's really interesting to me, is that as this is all ramping up, we're seeing here on Polymarket where it's actually now a 22% chance that the U.S. could invade Iran. Now, as you can see here, it used to be much higher, as a 60% chance when we were at the height, or at least the beginning of the U.S.'s involvement in Iran. But as you can see, it has started to pop back up here. And we do know that folks, popped back up right here, sorry, it wasn't on the screen. But as we all know, folks who know tend to get involved on these markets. And so these aren't, to me, these aren't just like random stats. These are actually many times predictive of what's going to happen. And so we will be following this. The Strait of Hormuz is closed right now. Donald Trump isn't in control of it. Netanyahu wants us to remain involved. We'll see what happens later today. But this is all, to me, a sign of a White House in chaos. Clearly, they're not in control. Donald Trump's worried about his own mortality. He's not worried about the country. He's not worrying about the military. They're not the troops. Certainly not our involvement in this war, any more so than how it affects him. But we will keep following this. So please do follow along, hit like, subscribe, and if you can, my uncle's QR code is somewhere around here. And I'll see you soon. Bye.